Welcome back to Coffee Talk with Avery. I'm here with my good friend Danielle Nestor, who's also a student here at Spears. So Danielle, I know you have a couple majors. Could you remind me what they are?
Sure. I'm triple majoring in data analytics, management information systems, and marketing with a few different concentrations regarding analytics.
So an interesting combo. What was your goal with that, and how do you think it's going to help your career?
Well, originally I was just MIS. I came up through high school taking all kinds of computer programming classes, and then once I got here, I was like, oh, these marketing classes are really cool, and I had enough time that I decided to add it as another major. So, yeah.
Very cool. So what do you want to do with those majors?
Originally, when I combined all these degrees, I wasn't totally sure what my job in the future would look like. I was just excited by the elements of each of the different degrees, but I was just really excited by what potential careers were out there. Analytics is becoming such a big field and is getting ingrained in all kinds of different career paths. So I wasn't really sure until I got my internship this past summer at Texas Instruments in Dallas. It was kind of the culmination of everything that I've been studying up until this point, bringing data science into the range of marketing, and it was just so much fun. So I had no idea until this past summer, and I really like it.
So you intern at Texas Instruments, and I know you've had a couple more internships. So what's your experience been like getting internships and then getting into the professional world?
Sure. So I interned for the first time my senior year of high school. I went to Jenks, and they had a really awesome opportunity where you could take a class your senior year that was an internship. So I interned with Webco Industries in Sand Springs. They're a tube manufacturing company, and I did some software development work for them. And then I came back with them again the summer after my freshman year and coded a machine learning AI, which was a lot of fun. And then I worked with Texas Instruments this past summer.
So what did you do at your internship with Texas Instruments?
I did a lot of different projects, which was one of my favorite parts about it, is that I got to do a little bit of straight SQL query analytics. I got to do a lot of targeted marketing relating to email marketing and trying to create audiences, and I got to do some work with data visualization. So I did a lot, and I think that variation was one of my favorite parts of the summer.
So did you have any preconceptions about the corporate world before you got your internships and realized what it was actually like when you got there?
Yes. When I first interned my senior year of high school, my only understanding of the corporate world was the show The Office. And it was so funny when I got there for the first time and was like, oh my gosh, I understand where the writers got these different parts of the show from. But also it was like, oh my gosh, 8 to 5 is a really long day, and you get home at the end of the day and you're like, I'm so tired. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. You learn a lot even just sitting in meeting rooms with everybody and listening to how they talk to each other, or even how lunch breaks go, you know, what people decide to do and what they eat. Everything was a new learning experience, and I had a lot of fun with it.
So with all the things you've learned about internships, do you have any like expectations for yourself going into your 4th internship this summer? Any goals now that you kind of know the lay of the land?
I think now I'm really excited to learn the intricacies of the company a lot more. You know, when I first interned with TI last year, it was just so much to learn. You know, it's such a big company. There's so many different people. There's so many details that you need to learn about everything. I kind of just got my footing, and now I'm excited to really get into the details a little bit more now that I have that groundwork and learn more specifics about the softwares that they use and learn more about the specifics of what each role does. So yeah, I think I'm excited to dive deeper.
That's really cool. I'm excited to hear about it.
Thanks.
So you're also involved on campus a lot. Mm-hmm. What's the list of all the things that you do here?
Sure. So I was previously the president of AITP, the Association of IT Professionals. Avery and I served on Spears Freshman Community Exec together. That was a lot of fun. This year, I'm the president of the new student organization on campus called Women in Technology, which is just a really great way to bring women together that are interested in learning about technology, and you know, they can feel safe to ask questions, learn about all the different fields. And then I'm also the secretary of Business Student Council.
Very cool. So how have these clubs really helped you professionally and personally in your time in college?
I've learned a lot being both a member of clubs and being an exec on clubs. From Data Analytics Club more specifically, doing the Datathon was such a cool learning process of learning how to work with people and do a case study competition. That was awesome. Getting to learn from mentors and coaches, that was awesome. Even going to AITP or ISAC, where we have speakers come in and talk about, you know, what they do every day. You know, when you're just coming in as a high school student or you have no idea what corporate life is like, that's really important to be able to, learn what most people do in an 8-to-5 job. I also have learned a lot being an exec on clubs. Management is tricky, and I've learned a lot interpersonal skills wise on how to treat people with respect and how to do time management and work with other people. It's been really exciting, and I've learned a lot.
That's really great. It's cool that we have so many opportunities on campus to learn about that, and then it's just reinforced in internships. So Danielle just got accepted into the MS Bands program, which is the Business Analytics and Data Science program here. So what are you most excited about grad school?
I've heard that graduate school is much more projects-based, so I'm really excited to take my education from undergrad level of much more lectures and learning concepts to going to grad school where I get to really dive into different tools and technologies and on my own time learn the methods behind a lot of the concepts that I learned in undergrad. So,
why did you choose to do the MS Bands program? How do you think it's going to help your career development?
Sure. I had a really hard time choosing which graduate degree I wanted to do once I decided I did want to do one. Spears offers so many different opportunities for 4-1 programs, and I was deciding between the MIS program and the MBA program and bands. And as I added some of my concentrations relating to data analytics, I just kept looking more at the bands program. I was like, oh my gosh, this just goes so deep into some concepts that I'm so interested in, and to learn how to do all of that would be really cool. So I really wanted that technical side of data analytics.
Really cool. So if you had to give one piece of advice to someone who's just really confused about how to get an internship or campus involvement, what do you think is the most important, and what would you tell that person?
Well, I would recommend that they take a look at Campus Link and keep an eye out for any club activities that are happening, and ask around about the clubs that are in their major, and take a visit to the more workshops-based events and to the speaker events, and see what you're interested in. For internships, I would suggest that you introduce yourself, first of all, to all the speakers that come to anything. Shake their hand and ask them about themselves, connect with them on LinkedIn, and make sure that you go to the career fair and hand out your resume and talk to people. It's a little bit nerve-wracking, especially if you're a little bit younger, but it's such a confidence-building experience, and you'll learn so much and meet so many people. That's what I would recommend.
Thank you so much for coming on the show today, Danielle. I had a great time talking to you and got a lot of really good advice.
Thanks for having me. Bye, everybody.